in a chilling terror plot, pleading guilty in federal court today. The pair admitting they conspired to commit murder overseas. A Fox News producer who was inside the courtroom says both of these suspects on your screen walked into the hearing shackled and smiling. Rick Leventhal outside the U.S. federal courthouse in Newark, New Jersey. Smiling, Rick?
Apparently, yeah, smiling at family and friends gathered in the courtroom, wearing prison garb, as you mentioned, surrounded by federal marshals, but pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit murder overseas. Mohamed Alessa and Carlos Omar Almonte stood side by side in that courtroom. They're just 21 and 24 years old, both American citizens. The federal government's been tracking them since 2006 using an undercover officer who was wired for sound and apparently recorded them discussing the murder of anyone who didn't worship Allah. At one point, Alessa allegedly said, "A lot of people need to get killed, bro. I have to get an assault rifle and just kill anyone that even looks at me the wrong way, bro." Feds say the pair lifted weights, they played violent video games, and watched terrorist videos online before making plans to travel to Somalia, join the terror group known as Al-Shabaab, and seek training from Al-Qaeda-linked jihadists to then attack Americans overseas. They were arrested at JFK Airport last June, trying to board separate flights to Cairo, Egypt. Now they face a likely 15 to 30-year prison term when their sentencing, Jenna, is scheduled for June.
So, Rick, they pleaded guilty today. They've been watched for years. Is that the case?
Right. Undercover officer with them, recording their conversations according to the federal government, and their defense attorneys knew about the evidence that the government had that may have influenced those guilty pleas, although we did speak to those defense attorneys outside earlier who said that they believe that the government may have influenced these two young men and that they may have been all talk, no action. Listen.
My client has been thrown out of 10 schools beginning when he was 4 years old. He has a fully certified history of attention deficit disorder, as well as being vulnerable to suggestion of having outbursts, of saying silly things beginning when he was 4 years of age.
Well, that attorney's client, Alessa, also allegedly said that he would try to outdo the Fort Hood shooter, Nidal Hasan. Jenna?
The story will continue to watch as it develops. Rick, thank you very much, Rick Leventhal.